It's been a while since we've done this, huh? Want to start by taking a stroll around?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World! Ooh, we should go check out the forested area of the Wildspire Waste. That's a great idea. We are here looking for a wild puke that is not supposed to be here because they don't live in the desert or the swamps or the Wildspire Waste at all. Normally. So something funky is going on. We're going to check it out. I'm also using a different weapon. I did a brief test run just to make sure I don't completely embarrass myself with this weapon. I don't feel super confident, but you know what? Doesn't matter. It's too late. We're here now. I'm going to try using the greatsword. I've never actually used the greatsword much in this... Not much. I've never used it at all in this game. I did just, like I said, the tiny little trial run just before now. And, yeah, it's... I haven't used a greatsword since, like, Monster Hunter Tri. So it's been a very, very long time. I like it. It feels interesting. We're gonna check it out. Oh, I wanted to catch that thing. No, whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so we're just looking for evidence of the puke, maybe find the puke, hunt it, put it out of its misery, see what's going on, see why it's going crazy, why it's in a different area that it's not supposed to be in. This is where the swamp gets kind of foresty. Do we have a puke around here? Not seeing anything so far, I say, as I walk by the toxic mucus and just ignore it. Where was that? Where was the mucus? I saw it on my list of things over on the left above the minimap. I didn't actually see the mucus itself. Aha! There we go.
Huh? Look at this trail. A puke? What in the new world is it doing here?
Ooh, we got a scale plus. We got a puke scale plus, a new piece of material. A brand new thing. That's exciting. I actually really, really like this mission as an introduction to the mess that we're finding ourselves in. Okay, alright. I see lots of footprints.
Hey! This is a Rathian trail.
That's...
Wait, what? That can't be right. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Rathians can be here. We've seen them here. It's a question mark Rathian. It's also got... Rathians are supposed to be green, aren't they? Those are not green scales. I mean, they're green because of the pyreflies or whatever, but the scout flies. Pyreflies. Boy, that's Final Fantasy X. My brain is all over the place today. Yeah, those are not... They're Rathian scales, but they're not green like Rathian scales are supposed to be. Also, those things over there, they will kill me. Those little cat things, they are the devil. They will probably kill me quicker than the monster can. They're the worst thing ever. We don't want to go anywhere near them if we can avoid it. I am genuinely just terrified of those things right now. I'm very, very scared. Also, look at this. A red mining node? Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Dragon vein crystals? Dragonite ore? What? We've seen Dragonite ore very rarely before. Not here. Everything has changed. I wonder if we screwed up the ecosystem. Where on earth... I hear you, puke. I wonder if we changed the ecosystems when we messed with Zorah Magdaros. Interesting thought. Oh gosh, is that more Rathian scales? It is, but we can't actually interact with them. There's some. Oh my gosh, there's so many items. There's so many things to examine and put in files and scrape up and sniff and poke and prod and just... Oh, this is so good. It's so great. There's so many things. There's puke.
It's a puke, but it's acting weird. What's going on? New target. Let's get that puke.
So... Oh, do we... Oh, we're here on an expedition, so we don't have any free items. That's okay. I want... the herbal medicine.
Watch yourself!
Yeah, and we have an actual mission to fight this thing now, to hunt it, to deal with it. We can leave and come back for the quests, Or we can just fight it here and now. We're gonna fight it. I'm ready. I was born ready. I was born to hunt Puke-Pukes with a new weapon that I haven't really tested against actual strong monsters. Also, why did you have to go close to the horrible little cat monsters? Did he chase him away? Oh, I'm a huge fan of that. Oh, that stab attack is pretty sweet. So, the greatsword is about one thing only, charging up real big hits. Actually, I take that back. It's about two things only. Charging up real big hits and then getting hit around a lot. All your attacks leave you just completely wide open in the worst possible way. But it's okay. We do a lot of damage. And we have... Oh my gosh, you do so much damage, Puke-Puke. We have a bit of, like, knockback protection in some of our attacks. We are gonna drink a potion real quick. We're fairly mobile. We can actually dodge. There's our big hit. Ah, shablam. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Too bad we just completely whiffed on it. That's okay. We're doing a fair bit of damage. It's unlike the hammer, you don't hold the charge, so we want to release it right when it gets to 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Bam. If we overcharge it, it does way less damage. 2, 3. And we have one more. Here we go. This is only 2. 1, 2. Nope, that was only 1. That's okay. Yeah, this is a strong one. This Puke-Puke would be, like, dead by now. Probably not really, but, you know, we've been messing up Puke-Pukes for a little while now, so this is an interesting situation. There we go. Let's see if we can get that stupid tail of yours off. I think that would solve us. Solve one of our big problems. Save us a bit of heartache. Save us a bit of poison, mostly. I'm assuming that our mounted attack here is going to be similar to the hammer, which after playing the game for like 100 hours, I just realized is an actual charge attack. As you do with hammers. Hammers you charge. Kind of like the greatsword, but you move around. Here we go. Nope. Never mind. We, Oh, we got the tail already. So I'm gonna miss. Too far away. That's okay. Our cat is launching stuff at it. It looks like we might have poisoned it, which is interesting for a poisonous monster. Oh, they might have been doing stuff too. They can attack the monster if they feel like it. Please don't attack me. 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 You horrible little creatures. I hate you. Please don't attack me. Okay, we're good. No, they're gonna attack. I think we're good anyway, though. Yeah, I'm digging the greatsword. It's just a very fun change of pace. It's fairly mobile. We can actually block. I think I mentioned that. We didn't show it. It's a real bad block. I think it's one of the worst blocks in the game. I don't remember if it's better or worse than the sword and shield, just naturally. When I'm comparing blocks, I mean in terms of how much damage I take, how much stamina gets drained, and how far back I get knocked when I block an attack. Sword and shield, you don't block a lot. You do negate the damage, but it kind of sends you flying unless you have some skills that will mitigate that for you. Oh, dang it. I was going to just swat you out of the sky, but apparently not. I saw a Puke-Puke material somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Was the material like actually up here? Or is it already gone? A wiggly lichy would be pretty good to have. Yeah, it's probably already gone. It probably just despawned or something. That's okay. Oh, you really want to go to town with that Baroth. You want to fight it. Oh, Diablos is there too. Well, we got us a party now. I'm very, 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 very uninterested in fighting these other things. Okay. Hopefully Diablos and Baroth go to town against each other. We know that Diablos likes to hunt Baroth, of all things. We saw it. That was how we were introduced to Diablos a couple videos ago, which is pretty sweet. Why are you out here? There's no food for you out here, Puke Puke. Big hit. Oh, yes, 238 damage. That's a lot. That was real good. Oh, so satisfying. I love seeing the big numbers. Run away, though, for a little bit. Can we get, like, a... Are we playing a game now? Are we playing hide and seek? You're just gonna chase me in circles around here? I was hoping we could get that. Now we can go for, like, an aerial attack. I would like to get, like, an... Oh, nope, that was nothing. I would love to have gotten, like, a sliding attack. We'll go for one of these. Oh my gosh, you and your poison, that's so obnoxious. Alright, health booster down. Oh jeez, please don't have me be stunned. Okay, good. Gosh darn it. Now I'm stunned. Oh no, we're in a fair bit of trouble. It's looking for food, it's looking around, it's hungry. Did we get like... Yes, okay, we picked some antidote herbs, so we got some actual antidotes that we can drink here. That should help with my HP. This thing is gnarly. Oh, so slow. So slow. Oh, okay. So while we're charging, it doesn't matter because you roared. We can do like a little tackly thing. That's new to Monster Hunter World. We can do like this fun little tackle charge, and while we do that, oh no, our health booster wore off at just the worst time. We're going for Mega Potion then. I do have some Max Potions if those would be helpful if we need them. Who knows at this rate? Ooh, there we go. Going for a ride. It's rodeo time. So we can do this little tackly charge thing, and basically we take some damage. I think it reduces the damage we take, but we can ignore knockback and kind of like just a little shoulder tackle to go forward, and then just immediately go into the second charge, the one where I'm kind of charging at a funny angle. So like here's like our basic charge. It's still real good. Wait, right there, over the shoulder. Here's the better charge, this one. And then here's the supercharge, which we can only do after that second charge. That's like the rolling attack. That's the true charge, is what it's called. Also new in this game. Normally it's just charge 1 and then charge 2. The charge and then the better charge. I don't know what the better charge is called. Probably just gonna call it the better charge, always. We can also go sideways, big old sweeping slashes, but those are way less good. We're way more open, they do less damage. Strong charge. There we go. And then here's the true charge. Just going through the whole thing because I'm trying to get used to my combos and whatnot. At any point when we're charging, we can do a little tackle and then immediately go into the strong charge. So we can kind of skip the first one. Tackles you can also go into after you dodge roll. Maybe. There we go. I don't know, it's a little fussy. It's pretty interesting though. I'm just trying to get used to the whole thing. Diablos went back down below. So don't attack those birds. I was about to smack him until I saw Diablos is just right below us. That would be kind of bad. It'd be interesting. I wonder if Diablos would like to eat a Puke Puke. That could maybe work out in our favor. Or it could have worked out in our favor before Puke Puke left. Nope. It was not the jump that it was supposed to be. There we go. Baroth is down here somewhere. Did Puke Puke go looking for Baroth? Like, are you trying to pick a fight on purpose? Is that a thing that's happening? I don't think it is. I think Puke Puke is just looking for... Ooh, Spirit Core ore. That's nice. I think Puke Puke is just looking for food. Like plants. Which just kind of happened to be over here in this area. And Baroth also just kind of happened to be here. They're facing off. You want to fight each other? One of you want to charge the other one, please? Nope, Puke Puke's leaving. It just wanted to roar for a bit. Oh, I really, really, really do not want to fight those cats. We're not going to run. We're going to be nice, calm, slow, and hope that they don't come after us. Okay, I think we're good. Those things are awful. They inflict all the status ailments, so they'll throw, like, paralysis knives or poison knives, and they can just really ruin your day very, very quickly. Oh, they also just have bombs, so they can just kill you super fast. Like, super duper fast. Big hits coming in. Yes, take that, Puke Puke. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I take so much damage. We're gonna go somewhere over here. There's a paralysis frog over here, so this might be an okay spot to throw down our health booster. Dang it, dang it, dang it. You and your stupid poison. Regular Puke Puke was not that big of a threat, poison-wise. You are super obnoxious about this. Now you're paralyzed. Haha, take that, you jerk. Guess what? Paralysis is perfect. Gives me a chance to charge. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh man, having earplugs, kind of like the hammer. Having earplugs I think would be fantastic on this weapon. I really like earplugs when you're using a hammer. I think charge weapons benefits a lot from earplugs. I think everything benefits from earplugs. Monsters being able to just interrupt whatever you're doing, it's devastating. I think it's worst for the classes that have to like charge or just have a huge wind-up on their attacks. Because that's a lot of time wasting, you know, charging up that just can go away so easily. Look at that. That's such a potent attack. Oh, I love it. Can I shoot you out of the sky, please? No. Didn't get it in time. That's all right. There was a material here, wasn't there? I saw a material. There we go. Puke Puke wing. Ooh, we've gotten feathers before. Never gotten a wing. Alright, come out wherever you are. It was limping, so we can catch it now. If that's a thing that we want to do, and oh, that's a thing I want to do. Oh, and apparently we had a mushroom bounty, and I didn't even realize it. Cool, good job, me. The blue mining nodes are less useful for us. The red ones have all the good stuff now. The red ones have all the good stuff. The blue ones are still going to be okay. They're still going to have things that we can use, but like the dragon vein crystals, I think those are only going to be from the reds. Or it's so rare to get them from blues that it's not really worth going for there. Oh yeah, hey, we got our mega potion back. Look at that. The joys of auto-crafting. Dragonite ore, dragon vein crystals. The game is just giving so much of that stuff to us. Hey look, there's Puke Puke's tail still. And it is time to catch you.
Are you okay? We should head back and report to the commander.
Hooray! We did it! Oh, I need to hunt bird wyverns. Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, let's, you know... Is there anything else I want to do here? Anything else we want to dig up? Anything else we want to harvest? We want to find? Maybe a little bit really, 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 really quickly. Just super fast. We're going to run right over here. I'm just going to check a couple of the cactuses that we can dig up. The point cactuses, they just give us free points. Here, have some guild points. Find a cactus, earn some free guild points. Great trade. I love it. There's a couple of them just right around here. Somewhere. They should be. They're supposed to be. There's one over here. There's one. I see you. Bobble cactus. Boring. Trivial. The same old normal things that we always get here. Is there another one on the minimap? There's one up here on the left. We're just gonna check, like... I think there's one more on the minimap over on the right side, over to the east. So we'll go grab that one as well, and then we'll head out. Because... Bobble cactuses. Nope. Come on. Dang it. We have a chance of getting lucky. There could be some good stuff in here. By some good stuff, I mean a single good thing. There could be a really, really good thing here. Just one. One great thing. And the last one. I see Diablo stomping around. Bobble cactus. Bobble cactus. Bobble cactus. Alright, crappy luck with the cactuses. That's okay. We will be digging for cactuses and other things as we go. It's fine. We didn't have to get it right now. I wasn't expecting to get it right now. It would have been real cool, though. Basically, there's new stuff that we can get at all those gathering nodes, you know? Oh, also, our cat was using the plunder blades for the first time. I completely forgot that I changed our cat's equipment to those, but, you know, kind of cool. All right, Puke Puke sack plus a rare material obtained by breaking its head. We got carapace, we got another sack plus, we got a scale plus, carapaces, wings, tails, wings, carapace. Got some good stuff. Oh, and our cat got a Nova Crystal. That's stupid. Hunter rank is HR 11 now. We ranked up. Investigation progress on the question mark Rathian. And where previously we could only learn levels 1, 2, 3 of most monsters, Zorah Magdaros was a little different. We now have Puke Puke 3 out of 6. There's 3 extra yellow stars on there. That's new. What's with all the new things? Things are changing. What's happened? I hope somebody will explain it to us when we get back to Astera.
Is everyone present? Good. And let's begin this emergency council session. Since we resolved the mystery surrounding Zorah Magdaros, I've received some alarming news.
The field team reports that they're observing a shift in monster behavior, namely invading other territories. On top of this disturbing information is the sudden appearance of older and more powerful monsters. Much more powerful than the types of monsters we're used to seeing around here. A number of hunters have already been hurt, some with very serious injuries. And I believe the 5th has more information they'd like to add.
Yes, sir. The other day, we discovered a strange trail in the Wildspire Waste. My opinion is that it belongs to a Rathian, but I'm not 100% sure. The size and other distinctive traits are there, but something is off.
Monsters are growing more powerful. And now, we might even have a new species on our hands. I highly doubt this is a coincidence.
Sir, what do you suggest we do, Commander?
Our damn jobs. We're a research commission. Get to researching. And while we're at it, we need to achieve 2 things. First, those dangerous monsters need to be taken care of. I'll be sending our best teams to each area. Second, we need to pick up where the 5th left off and gather more evidence on that new monster. While you're out there, keep your eyes peeled for any clues.
Understood, sir. We won't let you down.
Good, but exercise extreme caution. These monsters are nothing like the ones you've encountered before. Dismissed!
Hey! Look at that. Stronger, scarier monsters out there. Alright, searching for question mark Rathian tracks. Welcome to high mode, everyone. Welcome to the high rank difficulty. So, if we accept high rank expeditions and optional quests, and that includes investigations as well, then we have a chance of bumping into these question mark Rathian tracks. We need to find lots of them so that we have things to research and try to learn the true nature of this enigmatic monster. And once we get enough of that, we'll get a quest and we'll actually be able to go hunt the thing. High rank is an extra difficulty beyond what we've been doing so far. So, you know, the high rank Puke that we just fought, that was technically our second high rank monster we've ever encountered. Well, I'm not going to count Nergigante because that's just like a thing. It shows up, it roars at you a couple times and then leaves, and I'm usually not anywhere near it on the back of Zorah Magdaros. But Zorah Magdaros was a high rank quest, actually. And the best part is we get superior materials, which we can now use to make better weapons and better armor. Oh, it's so good. It's super duper good. So high rank quests, 6-star and up, are now available. And if we want to go on...
Look for evidence across the continent. Rathian or not, we need to find that monster.
Yep. And
listen
oh
up.
gosh, stop interrupting me. If we go on a expedition...
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every region. You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
I feel like Kite is in charge of this research commission. Everybody just repeating the same things over and over again. Anyway, we can now go on low-rank expeditions, which is what we've been doing, or the high-rank ones, where we can fight tougher monsters, maybe monsters in different areas. Like low-rank, you're not going to find a Puke out in the waste. High-rank, yeah, you will. You definitely will. We just did. We just fought it. So, you know, low-rank Rathalos, sure, we could fight that. High-rank Rathalos, I'm back to being just terrified of Rathalos again. We're not going to do that yet. So... We got a bunch of new quests. We got a bunch of new things that we can craft. Oh, so many things going on. Let's pop up to the workshop real quick. The blacksmith is going to tell us about all the new sweet, sweet weapons and armor that we can have. Oh, it's going to be great. Hey, you're just the hunter I was looking for. I'm working on a new specialized tool. I need help with the materials. You say the exact same thing every time, but that's okay. So, Giratodos Plus parts, and we get a waterproof mantle. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What do you got for us?
Your gear holding up?
Things have been interesting around here. Materials from those powerful monsters have started making their way back to Astera. I'm working on integrating those materials into the weapons and armor that we craft here at the smithy. While you're here, have a look at the equipment tree. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. Oh, and this is for you. It's a decoration. Yes, that's the other new thing. Oh gosh, the game gets way more complicated here. Here we go. Some of the equipment made with the powerful monster materials has slots where you can attach decorations like this one. Decorations can contribute to an equipment skill or even add new ones. Why not give it a whirl? It's another staple of Monster Hunter, although in this game, jewels, like decorations and charms have kind of flip-flopped and reversed roles from previous games. It doesn't matter. What is cool is that we get a free attack jewel. So, let's look at the weapon trees first. Previously, they cut off like here-ish, kind of this column that we're in right now, and now they go way further to the right, and there's these sweet new orange weapons. So the orange ones are the rarity 8 weapons. Purple's rarity 7. The bigger the rarity, the better the sword is. These are the ultimate ones. Every single weapon type has its own handful of rarity 8 weapons, but they're not all the same. This one down here at the bottom, everybody has one of these for this tree, whatever this monster is that we're not going to fight for a very long time. But then a bunch of these are different. Like this, the game's just going to tell us it's Kirin. Well, we've never fought a Kirin. We don't know what a Kirin is. It's a standard Monster Hunter thing. It's like Diablos or Rathian. It's always in every game. That's not true. It's in virtually every single game. They're very, very common. But like, we have a rarity 8 Kirin, like ultimate Kirin greatsword. There isn't even a Kirin gun lance, I believe. So you're not going to have that. But they get a rarity 8 Zorah Magdaros weapon, which... do we even have a Zorah Magdaros weapon for the greatsword? There's some weird dragony thing up here, which is pretty cool. Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. There's an orange, like, rarity 8 Rathalos weapon. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Some of these weapons are really cool looking. I mean, a lot of these are just, the same sword with different monster parts. attached to them, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like that the weapons are generally kind of the same, but then you get some special ones that look really different. There we go. The Anjanath ones look super different. They're all spiky and fangy and toothy, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, there's our Zorah Magdaros weapon. And we don't have an orange. We have a purple rarity 7 Zorah Magdaros weapon, but we don't get a rarity 8. We do get a Kirin. We get something there that's ice, something there that's dragon, something here that's dragon. Interesting. There's very few weapon trees that get this one right here, this orange dragon one. I think I know what it is. Anyway, yeah, so we've got some new goals to work towards, and we got some new, like, high-end monster parts, and they're gonna need new, scarier things. Wow, the Datura Blaze. Look at that. Blooming Blade 3, kind of cool. The Datura Blaze. That's the Puke Puke weapon? Oh, that looks different. Hang on. Do the spikes pop out when you unsheath it or something? That one has like spikes, like metal spikes on it. Yeah, it looks like they might, actually. There's like a groove there on the underside. Interesting. Oh, I want that now. I really want that. Yeah, so if we go fight like a high mode, a high difficulty Puke Puke, or sorry, we just did that. If we go fight like a high rank Tobi Kadachi, we can maybe get a better Thunder Sword here. Or same with Legiana. We could go beyond the current Legiana weapons, and there's like a new one here. You know, same for everything. So kind of cool. Armor, on the other hand, just completely different. Low rank armor, high rank armor. And so we've got like the boring starter leather armor set. And for high rank, we've got the boring starter leather armor set, and then a beta variant. So there's alpha and beta, and some of them are, you know, not super different, slightly different coloring and shading and tinting. Some of them are very different. Bone ones are not. Are the Vespoid ones different at all? No. Maybe it's only down here when you get to the good ones. Puke Puke? Yeah, there we go. Different armor. You got like a totally different helmet. This one has like open hood flaps. This one does not. Oh, this one has like a little cloak thing around your shoulders. Alpha does not. The general difference between Alpha and Beta for almost everything is Alpha is going to have more skills on it, just naturally have more skills on the armor. The Beta variant will generally have 1 or 2 fewer skills, but have open slots to kind of make up for it. So, like, this is a good example right here. Spore Puff Experts, level 2. All the like actual defense values will be identical, and the materials needed to make them will also be identical. But Spore Puff Expert level 2, here Spore Puff Expert's only level 1, but it has 2 single slots out of a maximum of 3, and the slots can be bigger. This is a level 2 slot on the Zorah Magdaros armor, which we now have. Yay, Zorah Magdaros armor. It's high rank armor only. Like I said, Zorah Magdaros is a high rank monster only. Yeah, so Fortify and Tremor Resistance, no slots, or just Fortify, but a single level 2 slot. And then there is a level 3 slot that can exist. Those are like pretty rare, and we're not going to see a lot of those. I base my armor decision making in equal parts, like what skills do I want, and how does it look. Zorah Magdaros armor, they're not too terribly different. The biggest difference, I think, is the crown. Pretty cool. Yeah, so we're also going to have tons and tons and tons of new skills available to us just by virtue of this armor is better and just has more skills on it. So we've got some good things. We've got some good decisions. I'm really digging the Greatsword. I think we're going to stick with it for a few more hunts before I really like completely settle in on what weapons I want to use for sure in high mode, because I don't want to be flip-flopping weapons all the time, because these are going to start getting very expensive and costly resource-wise to get all these different weapons, and it's not necessarily worth the grind to invest in a weapon that I'm not going to use a whole lot. So I would kind of like to specialize starting at this point. Get it down to probably 2 different weapons. Aquatic Expert and Water Attack, not bad. The Kestodon gloves, they gave us affinity sliding. Those were good. Ooh, Focus. Focus is a really good skill. I actually kind of want to go for this if I'm using the Greatsword, which I am. Increases the fill rate for weapons with gauges, or the charge rate for weapons with charge attacks. So we will just have a 20% reduction in the time it takes us to fully charge our Greatsword. 20% isn't a ton, but you know what? It could be a crucial amount. So I actually think getting these Kestodon gloves would be pretty great. We need quality bones, carapaces, and scallops. Oh yeah, there's high versions of the regular monsters out there too, like Kestodons and the Gajau, the catfish, all those things. So we've got our work cut out for us. We need to get to work on just some of this armor. Even the crappy stuff down here, like the leather armor, has as much defense as my upgraded armor that I'm wearing now. These just naturally have more defense. Like the Zorah Magdaros stuff, everything I've got right now is right around like 30, 32-ish. Like maybe one is at 30 and one piece is at 34, something like that. The Puke armor, 42 defense. That's pretty darn good. Zorah Magdaros, 44 across the board, starting, and we can add more to it. We can't go fight Zorah Magdaros, sadly. We don't really have the ability to just go do that, but there are ways. There are ways to do that. So I'm probably going to not spend as much time staring at this on camera, but I will maybe give an overview of what my armor is and what it does whenever I get some new pieces. How's that for a bit of a compromise? Because I could just stare at the screen for forever trying to figure out what I want. Also, look at that. We could have the pig head. Boy, that's a fashion statement if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think we have anything to upgrade or to make to deal with. Do we actually...
Want something making?
We got a couple of bones, right? So, hypothetically speaking, could we, if we had a Puke weapon down here, we'd need 2 quills and 2 poison sacks. This is from the low rank monster. And then we would need 2 toxin sacks, which we got none, and we would need 3 quality bones, which we got none, to actually make the Datura Blaze. Don't know about that. Might be worth shooting for. Also, the numbers on here are going to look really big. Like, 420 poison is a huge amount of poison to inflict, but keep in mind that it's per hit, and Greatsword does, like, really slow 1 or 2 giant hits. So, 420 poison here is maybe not as good as, like, 50 poison on the dual swords or something, because those just do 100 hits at a time. I'm exaggerating slightly, but, you know. Only slightly. We could also make the Zorah Magdaros sword, which could be fun. Has heavy attack power, like a lot, and then negative affinity, but then it does blast, which I talked about in the last video, I think. Getting a Kirin weapon would be sweet. We have not fought a Kirin. We will not be fighting a Kirin for quite a while. Yeah, Dragon Bone Cleaver into the Zorah Magdaros sword. And here's the other thing, like I was saying about weapons getting all nice and expensive and costly and difficult to make. We fought Zorah Magdaros and got a Zorah Magdaros gem. Gems are unbelievably rare and difficult to obtain materials, so we are just stupidly lucky for that. Unless it's like, for the story mission, they just give you a gem the first time you do it, no matter what. I don't think that's the case, though. But those are really tough to come by. So if I'm going to make a Zorah Magdaros weapon and use a gem, I don't have a gem to make any other Zorah Magdaros weapons. Like if I want to make a sword and shield or something instead. So that's just stuff to keep in mind. Anyway, I have been rambling for a very long time. Welcome to high mode. Welcome to high difficulty. We're going to do one last thing that is unrelated to all of this. Oh, actually, no. We're going to do a couple of the last things. We got to go talk to these guys. I forgot you have quests. Oh, so many quests. So many quests. All right, Fiverr Bro. You want us to go get something?
Working hard?
Hey, working hard? What's that? You heard me mumbling. Yeah, the chef asked me to rustle up some ingredients for him. Again, like he always does every time you come talk to me. So we need to go get a Gyros Fang. Hey, look at that. We have it. So we can get millionfold cabbage if we just go turn that in. Which I can just run out and do that on my own. You don't have to watch me do that. Hey, you interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest. Chef Quest, pumped to deliver. And we'll get that menu so jacked you won't be able to lift it. You want the gains, you want the glory, then deliver the goods. Don't let me down. Ooh, deliver 4 forgotten fossils in the Rotten Vale. That should be, like, really easy to do, actually. Okay, now the actual last thing that we have to do. We were given a chance to upgrade our room because we were so instrumental in driving off Zorah Magdaros. So we have another new room. We have our own private suite. So that's the stained glass window up there. This is or was the Chamber of the Five. They knocked out the back wall, I suppose, and redecorated it a little bit. And they gave us a harp. We have our own fireplace over here. That's pretty nice. I want that bed. Like, I want that bed in real life. I want to just... Doesn't it look so comfortable? So cozy? Oh. And the harp cats. Yep. We have our own little balcony out here. Can't really go wandering around too much because of the giant pond, but you know what? That's okay. We have our own pond. It is enormous. Yeah. Oh gosh. We could put so many pets in here. It's going to be great. Let's see what we can do. We'll start with kind of the easiest areas first, which is like the pond. We only have a few things that go in the pond. We have a gastronome tuna. So we'll put one of those in there. We have an andangler. The anglerfish things. We'll put that in there, I guess. Pink praxis, wet fish, sushi fish. I can't really tell them apart. Hop guppy, can we even tell? Yeah, just tiny little guppies swimming around. There's like 3 of them, it appears. That's fine for now. We'll find other better fish. I'll make that a priority. Not a high priority, just, you know, we'll do that at some point. We have the column here. And we can put a Hercudrome on it. It's really tough to see because of the lighting, but it's on the column on the right there. Again, I hate spiders. I hate spiders, but just so we can see. Yeah, I don't like the spider there, but I like the spider web. I wish we could just do that. There's the gecko. I think we can put you like up on the ceiling again, like on the wall inside, like we did back in the previous house, our previous living quarters. The woodland pteryx, though, is awesome because in the ancient forest, this thing will like climb a tree and then like glide to another tree. It does the same thing here. It'll just like bounce from column to column and it's amazing, and we will never have anything else on the columns because this is great. Unless we find like a super pteryx, like an ultra rare, crazy, awesome pteryx. I don't think they exist. You never know. They could be added to the game. Maybe they do exist. Who knows? Oh, and then out there we have the sky. We can put things flying around up in the sky. So we can have the butterflies. Ooh, lovely. We can have just the blissbill, just boring standard bird thing. We have the omenfly. Apparently we have an augerfly. I don't even remember getting this. A strange, rare insect that appears during foul weather. They can only enter their adult stage during rainfall. So just like a more rare, slightly more rainbow-colored version of the omenfly. The elegant coral birds. The dapper coral bird. Ooh, I like those. I think we'll put... That's kind of tough to see. We can put a mantigrel out there. We can actually put a couple of them out there. We'll do one of those, and we'll do... we could have the bats, too. Just have a bat flopping around out there. Not super sold on that. Flashfly. I think those are too obnoxious. I think those are just too obnoxious. Vigor Wasp, maybe? Just kind of hanging out up there? Just chilling? Taunting us with its HP that we can't get because it's just out of reach. No, we'll put the butterflies up there because why not? The tree out here. Ooh, now here we could put the moonlight gecko. That's not bad. It's not too bad. Could also just put, like, I don't know, one of the other bugs, one of the other lizards. Maybe put the yellow lizard on there. I don't know. We'll come back to it. We'll keep that in mind. The gecko there. Ooh, on the ground. Interesting. I think... Oh, we could have another Pteryx here. Oh, but you don't have anything to climb on. You're just going to kind of hang out. We could do a hare. What else? We can do the coral birds. I like the dapper coral birds. Look at how purple and pink and just neon colored that thing is. I love it. We'll do that. We definitely want to put a Wiggler Queen out here. Ooh, unless there's a spot for it inside. We do also have the Downy Crake. It can be sitting on top of that flower there. Let's maybe come back in. Yeah, here we go. We have a pot. So we can put... Oh, we can have a Downy Crake in the pot, too. Oh, he's just poking his little head out of the pot. I think the Wiggler Queen should be inside there. I like that. The hearth. I think we could put the Downy Crake just about anywhere. Yeah, there, it's sitting on top of our item box. Wow, we have 3 of those. Entryway, I think, gets to be the Moonlight Gecko up above there. We could have a bat there. Let's put the gecko on the tree. I do like that better. Do we want the Downy Crake out here? There's another area of the garden over here. We can put the Downy Crake on this side, over on the right. Where did you go? Oh, it's like on the tree, like right next to the gecko. Or on a bush or something. I think that's part of the tree. You can also do wigglers out here. Just have a regular wiggler. Have the Meduso. I like having the coral birds everywhere. I think those things are real neat. Downy Crake in the garden, not 100% sold on you. Let's come back inside. We got 3 spots inside still. Maybe the hearth as well. 2 carpets, a floor, and the hearth. And the hearth includes, like, in front of the hearth as well. Definitely want a pilot hare in here somewhere. I kind of like having, like, a jellyfish just hovering around inside. We could do a couple of those if we want. I don't know. The augerfly, it's okay. It's just a big bug. It's not a big deal. The Downy Crake, where will you go here? Oh, you'll go over on the chair next to the bed. That's not too bad. What if we do, like, 2 Medusos kind of in here towards the doorway, and then the one that was out here? Nope. Yeah, the one that was back there. We'll make that be the pilot hare. So he like has access to the garden, maybe, if he wants to. Cool. The last thing, the hearth. Do we want the Downy Crakes in here? Do we want all the Downy Crakes? We have so many of them. We could also put the Andangler here, just have it scooting around on the floor next to the fireplace. It's a little weird. I think we just need to go catch some more dapper coral birds. We could have a Pteryx in here also. I think the Pteryxes are just so cool looking. We'll do a Downy Crake. It'll be sitting on top of our item box. I think that's cool. Fully decorated. There we go. That's the most important thing. Got a little rabbit. We got our Wiggler Queen. We got a bird there. We have a pair of Medusos just kind of swimming around over here by the doorway. I like that. And then out here, we've got the dapper coral bird. Another Downy Crake back there. Dapper coral bird over here by the gecko. The moonlight gecko. We need to get like another Wiggler Queen. I wouldn't mind having a Wiggler Queen like out here in the garden. I think that would be pretty sweet. And we gotta get some better fish. Oh, so many things to do. So many things to do. So unimportant in the grand scheme of things, but also the most important things to do. Alright. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it was a very successful mission today. Successful hunt, successful redecoration. I like it. we gotta go looking for that pink Rathian, but we don't have like a set area or you know, mission we need to go on, hunt we need to go do to find that. It'll just kind of happen as we do other things. So I guess the next question is, what set of armor do I want to make? And what weapons do I want to use and upgrade? I think it would be a good idea to go for armor that has focus for my greatsword and just see if that makes a huge difference and how big of a difference that makes. We didn't really deal with setting the decoration, but we don't have any weapons or armor that have decoration slots because we can't make any of the high level armor yet. So we will talk more about decorations when we get there. We can also start looking into making charms because the charms are going to be pretty important as well. Do we have a second equipment slots? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't yet. There's at some point later, much later, we get a second equipment slot, so we can have the health booster and something else. Yeah, alright, done for today. We'll go hunt something cool and big and scary and high rank in the next video. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.